idea to create the business of Holland Stationery's November had triggered when the five of us had successfully graduated from University Malaysia Kelantan in 2017. We noticed not many stationery shops were established in the area around Kelantan, so we planned to open a stationery store in one of those areas. After discussion, we have agreed to open a store stationery in the area we select and determine. We chose 1 January 2018 to establish the business of Holland Stationery's number height. Holland Stationery's number height name chosen because of the word Holland that suddenly popped into the mind of one of the five of us. About the business logo, the design is made based on the first letter of the word Holland, which is the letter H. The location we chose and agreed to is located at Jalan Ismail Petra, 17500, Kampung Tanah Merah, Kelantan, Malaysia. The organizational chart of the Holland Stationery's number height consists of Nurul Wardah binti Zurhaini as a manager. Second is Farah Nabiha binti Sharifuddin as marketing manager. Third is Nurul Atira binti Muhammad Sukri as financial manager. Fourth, Siti Saleha binti Abdul Rashid as operation manager. And the last is Nur Azika binti Anas Bahrom as administrative assistant. Our company selling the stationery products such as notebooks, calculator, color pencil, printers, pens, envelopes, eraser, files, novels, and fax service.
Transaction. Transaction is an event which affects a business financially, or in other words, it causes a change in its asset, liability, or equity. Any event which does not affect the business financially is not recorded in accounting system. High volume business transaction may be recorded in a special journal such as the purchases journal or sales journal. This is our company's transaction on 2 months, October and November. There are 14 sales in October while 15 sales in November and 1 purchase written in each 2 months. Besides, there are 9 purchases, 1 paid telephone, 1 accrued postage, 1 sales written, 1 paid insurance, 1 paid electricity bill, 1 payment loan, and 1 paid water bill on October. In November, there are 6 purchases, 1 drawing, 1 accrued outside cleaning, 1 paid insurance, 1 payment loan, 1 accrued salary, 1 paid rent, and 1 paid office expenses. In addition, it also contains provide doubtful debt of 5% from SMK Indah and money and depreciation on machinery, vehicle, and furniture. What is journal? A journal is a detailed account that records all the financial transactions of a business to be used for the future reconciling of account and the transfer of information to other official accounting records such as the general ledger.
Now is the trial balance. The trial balance is extracted from the ledger account balance to check the accuracy of entries. A listing of all the balance in the account in the ledger refer to the balance brought down. This is a trial balance for the year ended 30 November 2020 from our Holland Stationery Company. For example, this is our capital account ledger in November. The amount balance BD at 1 December at the credit side. So, in the trial balance, we need to put the amount capital on the credit side too. And lastly, for the trial balance, we need to make sure the final balance for debit and credit amount must be the same. Next is an income statement. The revenue and expense are matched in the trading and profit and loss account to obtain the gross and net profit. The income statement, we do this to know our company will get profit or loss. Firstly, the amount sale minus sale return, we get net sale RM 128,803 and minus the cost of goods sold RM 123,328. We will get a gross profit of RM 5,475. And lastly, that amount we minus the total expense, we will get a net loss of RM 21,387. This is because the total expense more than the total revenue.
In balance sheet of our Holland stationery for 2 months, namely November and December 2020, our total fixed assets are 157,250 ringgit, which consists of vehicle, machinery, and furniture and fixture. It's of our fixed asset deduct 5% depreciation each fixed asset. Next, the total of current assets 16,240 ringgit and current liability 12,470 ringgit. Working capital result from the value of current asset minus the value of current liability will be added to fixed asset, then the value of working capital amount to 161,020 ringgit. We obtained a net loss profit 21,387 ringgit. Capital 104,800 ringgit at the value of non-current liability 78,607 ringgit. And the total is balanced with working capital which is 161,020 ringgit. Based on the income statement and balance sheet of our company at the end of 31 December 2020, we get net loss because we're not making or providing a schedule for company expense. Directly, our company has been spending a lot of buy stock and does not know which customer can afford to buy stock. And most likely also in the area of established of our company does not have too many teenagers who are still in school nearby. Therefore, our company suffered loss due to lack of customer and the position of our company is not strategic. The same goes for debtors who are in debt to our company who do not pay their debts and disappear just like that and cause us to incur loss. Furthermore, we have also spent a lot of money to decorate our company without first evaluating the result we get later will be overspending or not. Therefore, we must be responsible to increase our sales revenue in the coming months by saving the value of expense and increase sale of books and equipment available in our company through advertisement and promotion on social media. And we also need to open an online buying system so that it is easy when customers who are far away only need to buy online.
Areas could be improved for our business is research, cash flow, credit management, tax information, import sales, set of accounts, avoid common mistakes. To make sure our record business more organized, we must receive all our receipts for money payment in one place. So when we need to do our accounts, they will be able in one spot. Next is, we must protect our cash flow by discipline in managing our finance and cash flow. To make a positive cash flow, we must adjust inventory levels. Next is credit management. Don't take order and ship goods without taking a customer credit. Making sales note for collections bill. Receiving in a credit check can cause a company to lose money by increasing its expected credit. We must check it carefully. After that, we must improve our tax information. Avoid a form handle a transaction field because it answers for both management and tax reporting purpose. Next, we must improve chart of account by adding a standard chart of account. It will help us to make out company general ledger. Besides that, we should improve our customer service. A good customer service can affect the company reputation and have ability to get a repeat customer. It will help us to increase halal veterinary sales. Lastly, we must avoid from make a common mistake. By learning from other mistakes like not planning for profitable, we know how business actually performing. The veterinary company by Halal Veterinary have run our feed well for the last 3 years. When run the business, we have noticed that the accounting report is not properly managed, which leads to various of problems. But after that, we have produced a complete set of accounting reports including all transactions that occur. From this, we can improve our company by finding all the accounting records and improve the areas that stand a problem for our business. From this report, we can see how our business progress, wherever are weaknesses that we overlook, and we also know the business that we run is profitable or unprofitable. When goods be purchased by a business enterprise on cash basis, and when the business sells goods, it's given a cash memo. In this report, Halal Veterinary has given SNK Indah a cash memo after make a cash free. We also make an invoice or bill to our customer for every purchase that they make. For example, Halal Veterinary gives their invoice to SNK Indah. It will record the credit transaction related to sale or purchase. To prepare an invoice, we must list all details of the credit sale, the quantity, rate, and the total. This sheet will be used as evidence of making the payment on account of any business transaction. The receipt is prepared for showing the proof by giving any cash to the bank and also must make 2 copies. Credit note they use when have a case of less payment to any party. In this note, all details like amount, date, and name of the company be mentioned. The last example that we attach is debit note. This debit note be used to show that the business enterprise has serious debits against to the party to whom this document is sent in respect of business transactions other than credit sales. Usually, debit note using when to make a debit note against the supplier for amount which is to be recovered from him and an overpayment to any party.